Welcome back for the second half of our doubleheader for the day. If you're just tuning in, the women for Delaware Rising came away with a 2-1 victory over Mansfield Liederkranz. Two second half goals from Lindsay Whitmore made the difference after a late first half penalty shot from Mansfield gave them an early 1-0 lead. Just mere moments away from starting, as Mansfield Liederkranz will get things started this afternoon. Game time started precisely at 1:02 p.m. Mansfield attempting an attack early on. Delaware starting 11 this afternoon. In goal, Connor Sexton, number 1. On defense, you have number 2, Brent Rader, number 6, Alex Brown, number 72, Seth Barrett, and number 5, Ryland Owens. Through the midfield, you have number 16, Ryan Miller, number 24, Landon Kuhn, number 21, Cody Lumby, up front, there's number 8, Evan Scott, number 42, Mason Morris. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. As Mansfield starts an attack that will roll just wide of net. So Sexton will set up to take the goal kick. Delaware looking to change their fortunes after a very frustrating loss on Thursday against Mansfield Danow. That saw a 2-1 loss, with the lone Delaware Rising goal coming from number 24, Landon Kuhn, which really was the only offense to speak of for Delaware all evening long. So it certainly was a very frustrating game, offensively and defensively. So they'll look to change their fortunes this afternoon, as Cody Lumby is shoved to the ground, which will draw a whistle from the referee. Play a restart quickly. Ryan Miller, near side to Brent Rader, looking for Owens, who slipped for a moment, is able to corral it or compose himself and get to that one before it rolls out, but unfortunately not able to make anything else of that attack. Kuhn to Miller. Miller to Rader. Rader up to Evan Scott, who gets knocked to the ground, drawing a whistle from the referee. Kuhn will set up, take the free quickly, looking for Mason Morris on the far corner. Morris gets to it, pauses for a second to let some other players get to him. Tries to cross it into the middle, but a lot of traffic near to the ball, and the Mansfield keeper comes away with it. Kick is punted forward, not very far though, as Scott gives chase, backtracks into the middle. Kuhn and Scott together. Mansfield playing the ball forward. Barrett comes up, plays it to Kuhn. Kuhn pushed to the ground, no whistle from the referee. As Mansfield will start an attack through the midfield of their own. Morris fighting with the defender. Finally slides it forward, out for a rising throw-in. Played forward, it finds Kuhn. Kuhn making some moves, loses possession. And Mansfield will start moving play back forward. Mansfield will have a throw-in in the near corner. About as close as you can get to the corner. Taken long. Makes its way up to Rader. Rader passes it to Miller, who is knocked to the ground. Kuhn will set up to take the free kick. Referee tells him to pause. Make sure that the area is clear of traffic. Kuhn will set up to take the free kick. And the attacking third has a shot, but it sails over the net. Miller carrying the ball through the midfield, sends it forward up to Evan Scott. Evan Scott giving chase. He's got Kuhn in the middle and Ryland Owens on the far side. Tries to make some moves, tries to find some daylight. Loses the ball for a minute. Mason Morris gets it. He crosses it into the middle. That one out of play, out for a Delaware Rising corner kick. Delaware's first corner of the afternoon. Ball set up in the far corner. It looks like Kuhn will be the one to set it up. Ball comes in. Looking for Owens and Rader on the far side. Neither one of them can get to it in time. So that one will roll for a Mansfield goal kick. Ooh. Lumbee and the Mansfield midfielder come together with some force. Fortunately, nobody seems worse for wear. As Kuhn hits Evan Scott on the near side in the box. Scott crosses it, and it's deflected away. Out for another rising corner kick. Good cross by Evan Scott. Defender was there to send it out. Kuhn will set up on the near side for a corner. Rader. A late addition coming up. And he'll back off as Kuhn sends that one low into the box. Finds a Mansfield defender who clears it back into the midfield. Brown will drop it to Sexton, playing way, way far up. Sends it to Harrison on. On plays it forward, looking for Cody Lumbee. Got to it just before the keeper did, but the keeper wins that battle. Ball thrown up. Finds Evan Scott. Scott taken down with struggle from the referee. Kuhn will set up to take the free kick. Just about 10 yards or so outside of the 18-yard box. He's got Miller just off to his right. A handful of folks in the box. Mansfield sets up a wall. Kick is taken, it hits the wall. It bounces through and back to the keeper. We'll restart play, tosses it out to one of his midfielders. Ball coming into the midfield. Brown plays it to Ryland Owens. Owens sends it forward looking for Kuhn. Kuhn holds off for a second. Defender gets to it, sends it. Miller gets it. Owens carrying it forward a little bit, finds Evan Scott. Scott plays it forward to Rader. Rader on the near side. Shoved to the ground as the ball rolls out for another rising corner kick. Delaware with their third corner kick of this early game, just 12 minutes into the game. Already with a handful of good set piece chances. As Kuhn tries that one again. Bounces off of a defender, off of a Delaware attacker, and out for a goal kick. On takes the long throw, sends it to Brown. Brown over to Rader. Rader up to Ryland Owens. Owens with a bit of back and forth. Crosses it in, looking for Evan Scott. Kuhn with the ball just inside the box. Carries it out. Mason Morris carries it into the box. Morris shoves the defender to the ground, which draws a whistle from the referee. Just inside the defending box, Mansfield will have a free kick. Kick goes into the midfield. Barrett gets his head to it. Miller gets ahead to it. Finally, ball finds its way up to Lumbee. Lumbee with a little bit of space. Passes it to Rader. Rader up to Owens. Back to Rader. Play switched over to number 54, Harrison On. On carrying it forward. Out to Morris. Sent into the middle. Owens gets ahead to it, but unable to head it back into play. A good look there offensively for Delaware, just missing those last couple of moves. Play will pause for a moment as Mansfield makes a substitution before the upcoming goal kick. Brown sends the ball to Sexton. Sexton Out to Barrett. Up to On. Back to Barrett. Barrett plays it into the midfield looking for Kuhn. Kuhn not able to control that one. The ball sent back into the Delaware zone. Lumbee to Miller, up to Kuhn again. Kuhn looking for Evan Scott, but the pass is blocked by Mansfield defender On. Passes it across to Brown. Brown with a bit of a heavy touch. Another heavy touch. He finally gets it, sends it to Evan Scott. Scott sends it forward looking for Alex Brown. But the pass was just a little bit too heavy as it makes its way all the way back to the keeper. Mason Morris takes the ball away. Looking for Scott. Scott tries to cross the ball into the middle, but it's deflected. Out for a Delaware Rising throw-in. As Mansfield will make another substitution before the throw-in comes. Throw taken in the middle finds Morris. Played back to Barrett. To Miller. Rader with a little bit of space tries to pass it forward looking for Owens, but it's intercepted. Ball played forward. Rader giving chase. Trying to close the gap. Mansfield. Delaware finally able to get some players back. Ball turned over. Kuhn to Brown, over to Barrett. Barrett up to Miller. Miller finds Kuhn. Kuhn forward to Owens along the near side. Owens coming up, trying to outrun his defender. Has a close shot, but it hits off the outside of the net. Good run, a good attempt by Owens, but it hits the outside of the net. Mansfield will restart things with a goal kick. Rader takes the short throw to Brown. Brown looking for someone, hits Rader. The ball pops out for another Rising throw-in. Rader short to Owens. Owens in the middle looking for Kuhn. Delaware loses possession. Mansfield will send the ball forward, trying to start an attack. Raiders there, heads it forward to Lumbee. On coming forward. Sends it into the box looking for Evan Scott, but it's just a little too heavy as it rolls its way to the keeper. Raider comes up, puts it forward looking for Evan Scott again. Scott, good work there to block that pass. Pass in the middle looking for Kuhn. Kuhn taken down by the keeper. The ball's knocked out for a goal kick for Mansfield. Rader quickly throws it in, hits Owens, literally hits him. Owens with a cross into the middle. Mansfield defender is there. Corrals it, sends it forward. Ooh, Brown with a solid clearance to try and play it forward. Good work by Sexton. Delaware thought that ball went out of play, but there was no signal from the referee, fortunately. Sexton was there to knock that one away before the Mansfield player could get a shot off. on forward to Kuhn. Kuhn drops it to Brown. Brown to Owens. Owens up to Scott, looking for Scott. Rolls all the way back to the keeper. Scott giving chase to the defender, trying to take the ball back or force a bad pass. Owens up on challenge. He manages to force the turnover. Kuhn gets the interception. Owens tries a shot. It deflects off of the defender. Out for a rising corner kick. Delaware will make some substitutions before the upcoming corner kick. Number 7, Jeremy Hermiller will come on. Number 27, Asher Bridenstine will come on. And number 22, Eddie Conrad will come on in place of Lumby on and Ryland Owens. Kuhn sets up to take the corner kick. Corner comes into the box, knocked away for the moment, still coming out. Finds its way all the way back to Brown. Brown passes it to Conrad. Conrad gets the ball back, plays it forward to Bridenstine. Ball through into the middle. Kuhn with an open shot. He hits the back of the net. Good shot, beat the keeper. .22nd minute, Delaware Rising find themselves with a 1-0 lead. Mansfield will restart things on the corner or on the kickoff. Delaware with a goal midway through the first half from what looked to be number 24, Landon Kuhn, the lone goal scorer from the loss on Thursday. Kuhn plays it forward looking for Morris. Morris beat to the ball by the defender, but Delaware gets the ball back. Shot is taken across the mouth of the goal. The keeper knocks it away for a minute, quickly rolls it out to his own player, trying to move forward on the counterattack. Ball rolls out of bounds on the near side. Hermiller takes the throw short to Rader. Rader back to Brown. Brown back to Sexton. Passes it to Conrad with lots of open space. Pass intercepted. Fight in the midfield between Scott and Bridenstine. Bridenstine finally comes away with the ball. Ball sent into the middle, looking for Kuhn again, but no one there. Rader comes up. He gets the ball. Drops it to Brown. Brown in the middle to Barrett. Barrett to Conrad. Conrad coming forward. Plays it up, looking for Scott on the far side. Scott bodied to the ground. No call from the referee, no whistle. Scott still down. Very slow to get up. Scott slowly making his way back onto the field as Delaware will set up for a throw-in. He's got Brown. Brown finally sends it back to Sexton. Sexton finally gets behind the ball, but there are some Mansfield players up in attack. definitely able to move the ball out of danger for the moment. Brown finally gets the ball back. Plays the ball forward. Morris giving chase. Just outside of the box. Morris carries it in. Some fancy footwork trying to move past his defender. Defender's able to clear that one for a Delaware throw-in. Morris takes the throw. Conrad plays it into the box. Rader with a shot on net. Saved by the keeper. Ball sent away. Good look there offensively for Delaware. Rader had a good shot on net. Forced to save from the keeper. Ryan Miller sends the ball back to Seth Barrett. Barrett over to Conrad. Conrad coming up. The ball is knocked away for a Delaware throw-in. Morris takes it, finds Miller close by. Miller switches it over to Rader. Rader up to Kuhn. Kuhn tried to hit Hermiller with a one-touch pass. Rader gives it to Sexton. Conrad receives the pass. Conrad played forward looking for Evan Scott. Evan Scott giving chase. Mansfield coming up on the far side. Barrett giving chase. Finally gets to his man as Sexton is able to corral that ball. Sexton will restart things, rolls it to Conrad. Conrad up to Morris. In the middle looking for Bridenstine. Bridenstine not able to corral it. Miller to Brown. Brown looking for Kuhn up front. Ball gets through the defense up to Hermiller, number 7, Jeremy Hermiller. Hermiller with a shot. Crossed to Evan Scott, but unfortunately nobody there for Delaware Rising to put it in the back of the net. Good look for Rising on the attack. Rader near corner, crosses it in the middle. Only finds the foot of a defender, is able to send it away. Up in the midfield, Bridenstine back to Brown. Brown across to Conrad. Conrad up to Morris. Morris, some moves into the middle. Ball cleared away by the Mansfield defense. Conrad with the ball. Looking for Lando. Finds Hermiller. But the referee signals for offside. Mansfield will make a couple of substitutions before the free kick. Ball comes into the middle. Miller takes that one away. Conrad plays it forward. Evan Scott in the defense giving chase. The defense will get to it first. Send it back to the keeper. Evan Scott still giving chase. Still fighting with the defender. The defender will send the ball out. Rising will take their throw in quickly. Kuhn gets it. Kuhn looking for Hermiller up front. It's a tough pass. The keeper is able to pick that one up, throws it up to the midfield. Asher gets to that one, back to Rader. Rader returns the ball to Bridenstine. Asher forward to Hermiller on the near side. Hermiller giving chase. Hermiller pass in the middle to Kuhn. Kuhn coming back out, cross in the middle to Bridenstine. Bridenstine shoved to the ground just outside of the box. Delaware with a dangerous free kick spot. Bridenstine pulled to the ground just outside of the 18-yard box. Kuhn will set up to take a free kick just outside the box. Rader comes up. Kuhn still the only one near to the ball. Kick coming. Kuhn hits the post. Gets the ball back, has a shot. Blocked by the defender. Great shot there by Landon Kuhn. He had the keeper beat, it just hit the post. Good look by Kuhn. Good shot on target. Just hit the post. Before the upcoming goal kick, Delaware will make a couple of substitutions. Number 54, Harrison Ott will come on in place of Brent Rader. Number 2, number 21, Cody Lumbey will come on in place of number 16, Ryan Miller. Mansfield will make a substitution of their own as play restarts on the goal kick. Ball played forward. Blocked by the Delaware defender. Played forward, Hermiller giving chase along with the defender, Hermiller. Hermiller draws a foul. A little too physical. Delaware not happy about that call, but Mansfield will restart things on the free kick. On drops the ball back to Connor Sexton. Sexton holding on to the ball. Plays it forward to Conrad. Conrad up to Morris. Lumbey with the ball in the midfield drops it back to Barrett. Barrett up to Lumbey, who shoves off a defender trying to get the ball. Mansfield still with possession. On with the interception, plays it forward to Hermiller. Hermiller giving chase. Hermiller with the ball. Defender gets between him and the ball finally. Defender is able to play it up. Delaware will have a throw-in near the Mansfield bench. Throw taken short from On to Hermiller. Hermiller returns the ball to On. On back to Brown. Brown looking for Evan Scott. Good slide tackle there by Scott. The ball deflects out of play. Mansfield will make a substitution before their upcoming throw-in. Play restarts. Conrad. Pass into the box, back to Sexton. There was a Mansfield attacker nearby, but fortunately he was able to get the ball back to Sexton before something could happen. Kuhn coming up with the ball. He's tripped to the ground, but play continues. Delaware with the ball. Mason Morris carrying the ball into the box. Close angle shot, parried away by the keeper, out for a rising corner kick, taken quickly. Mason Morris to Kuhn. Kuhn with a shot, bounces and hits the keeper in the chest as he was falling to the ground. Pass intercepted by On finds Scott. Scott plays it forward looking for Mason Morris. Morris onside. Morris in the box to Kuhn. Kuhn with a close angle shot. Hits the outside of the net for a goal kick. Delaware will make a couple of substitutions. Number 2, Rader will come back on. Number 16, Miller will come back on in place of 27 and 22, Bridenstine and Conrad. Mansfield sets up for a goal kick. Rader gets to that ball. Headed around. Ooh. Foot came up a little bit high. Is Kuhn able to avoid danger? Slide tackle. Standing tackle by Kuhn there. Knocks the ball out of play. Delaware gets the ball off the throw-in. Morris over to On. Back to Morris. Morris with a bit of an inside-out move. Up to Lumbee. Back to Scott. Scott looking for Morris in the box, but it's parried away by the defense. On to Scott. Looking for Morris, but referee quick to signal offside on Morris. So Mansfield will set up for a free kick. Free kick comes forward. Pass hits Brown in the back. Delaware able to pause things for the moment to allow guys to get back as Brown will clear that one out for a throw-in. Pauses. Both Delaware players will sub back on. Conrad will come on for Jeremy Hermiller. Number 27, Asher Bridenstine will come on for number 8, Evan Scott. Delaware, Mansfield will have a throw-in on the far side. Ball thrown back into some open space. Play crossed. Conrad giving chase. Ball near side to the box. Good work by Kuhn. Send that one out. Delaware will get reset. Throw will come on the near side right in front of the Delaware bench. Throw long into the box. Brown heads that one away. Up to Morris. Morris heads it forward a little bit, just over the head of the attacker. Delaware giving chase. Bridenstine and Conrad coming up. Miller forward to Morris. Morris forward looking for Bridenstine. Strong pass. Bridenstine not quite able to get to it before the defender can. Shoves the defender to the ground after the ball was cleared away. See what the referee says after that challenge. Seems like no card, just a talking to. Free kick comes forward, hits on dispossesses the ball carrier. Delaware moving forward. Ball played forward. Conrad with the ball coming into the box. Keeper out to pick that one up before Conrad or any other Delaware players could get to it. Ball played forward. Raider sends it forward, looking for Kuhn. Sexton comes out, passes it forward before any of the defenders or one of the attackers could get to it. Delaware will try and move the ball through the midfield. Mansfield coming back. Asher through the midfield hits. Raider coming up. Raider looking for Conrad over his right shoulder. Lumbee with a right-footed shot. Skies that one over the net. Good work by Conrad to keep the ball in. Allow Delaware to keep moving their attack forward. Conrad over Raider's shoulder. Raider giving chase. Finally gets to it, keeps it in play. Ball crossed into the middle. High over Asher's head. Where the keeper will get it and roll it out to his defender. Mansfield carrying the ball through the midfield. Ball passed out into some open space. It's Delaware trying to get their men back. Create some traffic, avoid an easy attack. Mansfield still shot taken, but it sails over without Sexton needing to get a touch to it. Play pause for a few substitutions before the upcoming goal kick. Sexton will restart things. On to Miller. Miller carrying it forward finds Kuhn, who drops it back to On. Up to Morris. On to Barrett. Cross over to Raider. Raider through the defender's legs. Carrying the ball forward, plays it forward. Has Kuhn. Kuhn trying to make some moves. Kuhn finally looking with a little bit of open space. Loses the ball for a second, but Conrad is there. Miller has the ball. He takes a shot. Over and out for another Mansfield goal kick. Just about at the end of the first half. Kuhn will set up to take the corner kick. I guess the ball deflected off of a Mansfield player before it went out, so Delaware will have a corner kick as we enter stoppage time of the first half. Conrad and Kuhn. Kuhn will take his leave as Conrad will set up to take the corner. The corner comes low into the box, parried away off of a Delaware defender, out for a goal kick, but the referee signals for the end of the first half. The end of the half, Delaware with a 1-0 lead off of a 22nd minute goal from Landon Kuhn. So take about a 5 to 10 minute break, and we will return for the second half. End of one, Delaware 1, Mansfield Liederkranz 0. Second half just about to start off. Delaware Rising will have the kickoff to start the second half. Couple of changes to start. Ryland Owens will come back on to start the second half. Addie Conrad will be on in place of Harrison on in the back. Delaware with a 1-0 lead coming out of the half, looking to continue their fortunes. Kuhn with the ball through the midfield. In the middle to Morris. Morris to Conrad. Conrad near sideline passes it up to Lumby. Lumby tries to get it back to Conrad, but ball's passed forward off of Conrad, out for a Mansfield throw-in. Good recovery from Alex Brown to get back before the attacker could get there. Barrett to Conrad, up to Morris. Morris back to Miller. Miller over to Brown. Passes it back to Barrett. Barrett. Light pass up to Miller. Miller forward looking for Ryland Owens. Owens gets ahead to it, trying to send it over to Kuhn. The defender sends that one for a Delaware throw-in. Taken quickly, Owens. Cross into the middle. Number 12 is there to parry that one away in the box. Finds its way back out to Owens. Passes it to Ryan Miller. Miller returns the favor. Owens with another cross. Just a little bit heavy. So it rolls out. Looking for Evan Scott on the near side. Pass was just a little too heavy. Mansfield restarts things on a goal kick. Miller up to Kuhn. Kuhn to Owens. Owens tries to cross it into the middle of the box, but it deflects off of a Mansfield defender. So that'll be out for a rising throw-in. Raider will take the throw. Throws it low to the ground into the box. Defender hits it off of Miller. Pass crossed into the middle by Mason Morris. Finds its way up to Kuhn, who hits it into the back of the net. And just like that, Here in the first few moments of the second half, Delaware Rising have doubled their lead. A second goal from Landon Kuhn makes it 2-0 Delaware Rising. Some traffic in the backfield for the Mansfield defense, and the Delaware offense leads to some good things for Delaware. It's Delaware looking for more. Scott and Kuhn pressing hard on the ball, trying to force a turnover. Owens with the ball coming up the far side. Tries to carry it into the box, but he loses possession. Conrad with a short pass, a short throw to Miller. Miller back to Rader, up to Kuhn. Up to Owens. Owens in looking for Rader. Ball cleared away. Rising will have a throw in deep in the Mansfield zone. Taken quickly. Kuhn, the ball crossed into the middle, finding Morris. Morris got a foot to it, but it deflects off of the post. Back into play, with the Mansfield keeper able to pick it up. That certainly would have been a highlight goal if Morris had been able to put it in the back of the net. Unfortunately, it just bangs off the post. Kuhn fighting with the defender. Passes it back to Rader. Rader passes it to Kuhn. A lot of fighting along the far sideline. The ball rolls out for a Rising throw-in. Kuhn. And then Miller passes it to Mason Morris. Morris drops it back to Conrad. Conrad switches the play over, looking for Kuhn. Kuhn drops back a little bit, passes it forward to Miller. Into the box. Looked like Kuhn going after the ball, but the keeper got to it first. Mansfield will restart. Good fight by Evan Scott to try and take the ball away. Throw comes from Mansfield. Turned over. Kuhn with the ball. Short pass to Conrad. Conrad playing forward looking for Scott, but the keeper comes up and is able to scoop that one up before Scott can get to it. Good play good work by Barrett. Good work by the defense in general to prevent a clear look at goal for Mansfield. Good recovery. Delaware start moving things forward of their own. Delaware throw-in comes to Sexton, who will play it out to Conrad. Conrad coming up with a lot of space. Forward to Scott, back to Conrad. Conrad, back to Scott. Back to Barrett. Barrett, back to Sexton. Sexton plays it forward into the midfield, where Mansfield starts moving things back towards the Delaware goal. Played forward, looking for the attacker on the far side. Ball played out of bounds by number 2 Raider. Mansfield will take their throw-in into the middle. Owens forward, looking for Evan Scott. Evan Scott to the ground as the ball rolls out. Delaware will have a throw-in. Kuhn receives the throw-in. Back to Raider. Raider crosses over to Conrad. Conrad with Mason Morris on the near side. Crosses in the middle looking for Owens. The defender got ahead to it first. Comes back out. Raider swings it into the box. Lombe with a foot to it. Had an open look, but the keeper got to it. Sexton calls off his defenders. And takes that pass himself, passes it to Brown. Brown over to Barrett. Up to Miller. Through Miller. Over to Conrad. Conrad. Back to Barrett. Back to Conrad. Forward to Morris. Hits the defender with the ball. Barrett back on defense to get to the ball carrier. He's trying to stick with his man. Ball crossed. Good recovery by Conrad to get back and block that cross into the middle. Another good deflection by Conrad. Send that one out for a Mansfield corner kick as Delaware will sub all 3 players. Number 7, Jeremy Hermiller will come on. Number 54, Harrison on. Number 27, Asher Bridenstine will come on in place of number 5, Owens. Number 8, Scott. And number 21, Lumby. Corner kick. Low outside the box. Kick taken, parried away. Good punch there by Connor Sexton. That one had eyes on goal. Punched away and out for a throw-in. The ball comes back out of the box. Number 15. Near side to number 19. Good work defensively by Brown to knock that one out of the box. And the Delaware finally able to clear that one out of the zone completely. Ball cleared all the way to the other end of the field, where Mansfield will set up for another attack. Barrett with the ball. Carrying it forward, passes forward to On. Back to Barrett. Barrett to Bridenstine. Bridenstine loses possession. Bridenstine gets the ball back. Out to Rader. Up to Kuhn. Coming through the midfield. Kuhn. Near side to On. On carrying the ball forward again with some space. Good work by On. Just outside the box, he crosses it low into the middle, looking for Mason Morris. Ball cleared out for the moment as Mansfield starting an attack. Pass forward, number 9, giving chase. He's been behind the line a few times for Delaware and finally had a long run, but the referee holds up the flag for offside. He's had a few good runs behind the defense this afternoon so far, but fortunately for Delaware on that one, it was all for naught. So Sexton will bring the ball up. Restart play with a free kick. On to Barrett. Over to Brown. Brown slides, sends it forward up to Kuhn. Kuhn with a bit of a heavy contain. Kuhn forward looking for Hermiller. Miller will drop the ball all the way back to Sexton. Sexton play it forward into some open space. Looking for Scott. Scott with the ball, drops it back to Miller. Miller loses possession. On to Barrett. Barrett up to On. Over to Morris. Morris cross in the middle looking for Evan Scott. Defender gets to it first. Hermiller gets a foot to it to keep it in the box. And Mansfield finally able to clear it forward. Good work by Brown to get the attacker off the ball. Fighting. Just past the hour mark, Delaware rising still with a 2-0 lead as Kuhn carrying the ball through the midfield. Brings it back a little bit. Drops it to Miller. Miller over to Brown. Brown forward looking for Hermiller, but Hermiller pops the ball up and out. Miller into the middle, passes it wide to On forward looking for Scott. Scott's got it, trying to keep possession. Dispossessed in Mansfield. Moving forward, Rader tried to steal the ball away, but couldn't get to it. Now Mansfield pressing forward. Mansfield setting up for a free kick on the far side. Just outside of the box. Shot comes in, bounces off the post and into the net. What a shot from long distance. Just like that, Delaware sees their 2-0 lead cut to 2-1 in the 65th minute. Delaware will make a substitution off of the kickoff. Owens will come back on in place of Scott. Kuhn with the ball into the midfield. Short to On, who drops it back to Kuhn. Kuhn to Miller. Miller looking for Rader. Upfield on the far side, but the pass is blocked. Barrett gets the ball up to On. On tries to move around his man. Out for a Mansfield throw-in. Throw taken quickly. Bridenstine giving chase. Pulls the defender down from behind. That'll draw a yellow card from the referee. Asher coming back to defend that oncoming attack. Draws a yellow card for a very rough foul, so Mansfield will set up for another free kick. Kick comes in, and that one sails very high and very wide of net. Miller to Bridenstine through the midfield. Up to Hermiller. Hermiller forward, looking for Kuhn, and that one will roll out for a rising corner kick. Their first corner kick of the second half. Kuhn. Pause for a second to let everyone get set up. Signals to take the kick. The kick comes in. Owens trying to get a fancy bicycle kick. Look to that one. Draws a foul from the referee. Mansfield will set up with a free kick just off of their 6-yard line. Morris, ball comes in the middle. Owens got to it for a second, but not able to have enough space to make something happen. Mansfield pressing forward. Barrett passes back to Sexton. Sexton under some pressure. Fortunate to get that pass out to Brown. This referee will stop play on the challenge against Brown. So Delaware will have a free kick from their own zone as both teams will make some substitutions. Scott, Lumby, and Conrad will come back on in place of Hermiller, Breitenstein, and Rader. Sexton will send the pass over to Conrad. Kuhn on the near sideline. Back to Conrad. Conrad back to Barrett. Barrett forward through the midfield. Ball finds its way to Miller. Conrad has it again, carrying it forward. Owens through the back line, but the fly comes up. Free kick comes deep into the Delaware zone. Sexton comes up, kicks that one away. Mansfield will have a throw-in on the near corner. Kick comes into the box. Rolls back to Sexton, who will wait until one of the Mansfield players comes up to challenge him before picking it up. Rolls it out to Conrad. Conrad, middle to Miller. Miller near side to Ryland Owens. The ball took a weird hop off the turf. Hopped up and off of his legs out for a Mansfield throw-in. Long throw-in parried away by Barrett. Mansfield will take the throw quickly. Ball cleared away for a moment by Owens, but not completely out of danger. Ball into the middle. Kuhn will start moving forward to Owens. Owens quickly to Morris. Morris forward to Owens, onside. Maybe just a little bit too strong as the keeper is able to come up and grab that one. Good defensive effort there by Brown to force the ball carrier away. That was a very clear opportunity for Mansfield. Delaware fortunate to not draw a foul on that. Ball rolls out. Delaware will have a throw in. Barrett set up near side. He takes it. Throws it forward looking for Owens. Lumby draws a foul on a very hard challenge. Mansfield will set up to take the free kick. Ball into the box. And then out of the box. Rolling out toward the corner. Manages to save the ball. Keep it in play. Brown turns and clears it upfield. Out of play. Mansfield will have a throw-in that they will try and take quickly, but pause for a second. Now the throw comes. On looking for Kuhn. Defense tries to clear the ball. It blocks off of Kuhn. Finally cleared out of play. We'll move up about 30 or 40 yards, and Delaware will have another throw-in. Scott on the far sideline. Throw goes to Kuhn. Kuhn, a bit of back and forth. Looking for someone. He crosses it into the middle. Finds Owens. Owens had kind of a shot on it. Got to the keeper. Keeper couldn't completely hold on to it. It bounces off of his hands and out for a rising corner kick. Delaware was setting up like they might try and make a quick corner of it, but ultimately they pause to let everyone get set up. Kuhn to take the kick. Cross comes in. Oh, it ends up in the back of the net. Lando Kuhn showing off his set piece skills. Hits an Olympico from the corner. Curls it into the back of the net. Just like that, Delaware Rising get their 2-goal lead back from Mansfield. It might have been a hat-trick goal for Kuhn as well. If it is, what a way to get it. Early candidate for goal of the season there. Olympico from Landon Kuhn. Delaware Rising. Just about 13 minutes left in the second half. Delaware Rising up 3-1. Sexton plays the ball into the midfield. Up to Morris. Morris. Forward to Owens. Owens with some space. Crosses it into the middle looking for Kuhn. Morris gives chase. Ooh, good work there to keep it in play. Forward to Owens. Owens inside out. Cross in the middle looking for Scott. Defender got to it first. Ball headed out. Raider back to get the ball. He clears, sends it forward and out for a Rising, or out for a Mansfield throw-in. Couple of subs, or one sub for Delaware Rising. Number 27, Asher Bridenstine will come on in place of Ryan Miller. Ball played forward, number 9 in behind the defense. He tries a right-footed shot. Never really had any control of it. He'll be out. Rising will set up for a goal kick. Just about 10 minutes and change. Kuhn drops the ball all the way back to Sexton. Sexton forward. Looked like he was looking for on, but missed on it a little bit. Delaware trying to get some pressure in the midfield. Bridenstine Scott. That play will stop. Handball called against Delaware, against Evan Scott, just inside the Delaware half of the field. Mansfield will take the free kick. Ball sent into the box. Eventually finds its way off of a combination of a Delaware and a Mansfield player. Sexton able to pick that one up. Waste a little bit of time. Sends it short to on. Up to Owens. Owens switches the play over to Kuhn. Kuhn forward to Scott. Evan Scott with a little bit of daylight. Shoots it off of, or crosses it off of the defender out for a throw-in. Delaware will make some subs. Hermiller will come back on. Miller will come back on. So Delaware will set up for a throw-in on the far corner. Kuhn back to Scott. Scott cross into the middle. Morris, good work to try and keep it in play, but referee signals that he was already out, so that'll be out. So Mansfield will set up for a goal kick. Morris seems to think he kept the ball in play. Referee says nope, says he was already out of play when he touched the ball, so Mansfield will set up for a goal kick. Sexton gets the ball out to Brown. Crossed. Gets to on to Lumby. Pass was just a little bit behind him. Pass forward up to Morris. Giving chase, just a little heavy. So it'll roll to the keeper. Ball punted out, and it'll roll out. Rising throw-in, upcoming. On short to Lumby. Back to on. Throw-in coming from about the same spot as the previous one. On. Back to Brown this time. Brown will drop it to Sexton. Back to Brown. Brown forward looking for Kuhn. Hits off of him. Off of a defender. Out for another rising throw and taken quickly. Looking for Lumby. Far side. Out again for a throw-in. Lumby, far side to Kuhn. Kuhn looking for someone to pass the ball to with a couple of defenders nearby. Sexton forward looking for Lumby. Lumby sent to the ground. Morris there to get it. Sends it forward looking for Raider. Too strong. About 5 minutes and change left in the second half. Play has been pretty clean. Only a few stoppages and a few cards to be seen, so we'll likely only see a few moments of stoppage time. Played forward. Scott. Looking for an open Scott. Open shot. But referee had signaled for offside already, so pause before the upcoming throw-in. Delaware substitution number 22, Conrad, coming in on for number 54 on. Open space in the box. Parried away for a second. Lumby try to get a shot to it. Referee signals for a goal kick. A little bit of a mess there in the box. The play ultimately results in a goal kick for Mansfield. Morris gets the ball coming forward. Ooh, not quite able to make the final move around the defender. Delaware still fighting, keeping the ball in their zone. Kuhn to Miller. Miller short to toward Morris. Morris with a shot. Ball pops out, finally out of the box, but not completely out of the Delaware attacking zone. Conrad comes up. Keep possession. Hermiller being foul called against number 7, Hermiller. Mansfield will have a free kick deep in their own zone. Just about a minute left, including stoppage time. Delaware still up 3-1. That free kick finds its way all the way back to the Delaware back line, where Seth Barrett will send it forward up to Hermiller. Mason Morris middle to Kuhn. Kuhn out wide to Evan Scott. Scott with Raider coming in behind him. Carries it into the middle. Ball sent back. Brown up to Morris. Morris tries to pass it forward, but it's blocked, sent all the way back across midfield. Brown turns and passes forward into some no man's land. Kuhn finds the ball, plays it forward looking for Raider on the far side. just outside the box. Raider short to Morris inside the box. Morris with a shot. Shot deflects off the crossbar. Out for a goal kick. Into stoppage time now. No signal on stoppage time. Maybe not more than a moment or two. It's Cody Lumby carrying the ball forward. Mansfield takes the ball and the referee blows the final whistle. Delaware Rising come back from a 1-0 deficit. Nope, Delaware Rising come away with a 3-1 victory. My apologies, they were not behind. A highlight reel goal from Landon Kuhn, a possible hat trick from Landon Kuhn. I'll have to go back and look at the video. But all around a good matchup, a good game from Delaware Rising. So they win 3-0, get themselves back in the win sheet, or in the win column. We appreciate you hanging out with us this afternoon. Make sure you pay attention to next weekend's game, where the Delaware Rising men will travel back up to this neck of the woods, where they will face off against Worcester FC, their first ever matchup. That game starts at 3 p.m., I believe, next Sunday. So make sure you stay tuned to the social media accounts. Hopefully we'll have a stream for that game as well. Make sure you watch all of the social media accounts for upcoming events, upcoming updates. We appreciate you hanging out this afternoon. As always, up the Rising. Have a wonderful Father's Day weekend, a wonderful Father's Day, and have a wonderful summer.